Alright, I have two questions. Do any of you guys know Seth MacFarlane in personal?
No. The only interaction I ever had, well, at least the closest I did, was when I first started dressing as Peter Griffin. I didn't know if I was going to get sued because I didn't know anything about parody laws. So I reached out through IMDb. I found his contact information, and I reached out to Fuzzy Door Productions, which is his production company. And I ended up getting on the phone with this nice young lady, and she said that they loved everything that I was doing, and that I actually came up in a table read the possibility of doing a live action episode. But this was almost 10 years ago now, so I don't think that's going to happen, and I think it ended up becoming the reference on the episode.
Yeah, the closest thing I ever got to my voice actor was a picture of me and Joey in her phone sent from Phil Lamar. So.
Alright, one last question. I noticed that you've been drinking a lot. At the Bonsai Con, I saw you drink a lot and you wrestled.
I did drink a lot at Bonsai Con. That was a lot of fun. I really turned up for that con because I didn't have to drive, and Lois wasn't here to check me. So
did you get a bad hangover afterwards? Because I was.
So the wrestling show I was invited to, and I was excited because I've been a wrestling fan since I was a little kid. I always loved Hulk Hogan, Macho Man, Randy Savage, and a lot of those guys, and they asked if I would participate in the show, and it's like with show business, you have to learn to improvise with the hits. So originally we were supposed to fight in the ring. The ring broke two rounds before I was supposed to go on, which I was thankful it wasn't my fat ass that broke the ring. And then I was supposed to fight a chicken, but the chicken suit never showed up. So I ended up having to fight a regular dude. And I kind of explained like the move that I wanted to do. It's kind of like my finisher move. It's the Dominator, which was made popular by Farouk. And they weren't sure that I could do the move, and I kind of like did a dry run backstage, showed them. I was like, yeah, I can lift this guy over my shoulders. And we did it for the show, and people lost their minds. I was all over the wrestling social media pages. I hit this guy with a Dominator.
Yeah, I was in the background and people were sharing it, and people asked me, was that me? I'm like, yes.
And fun fact for people who don't know, that's not the first time I wrestled. The very first time I ever wrestled, she was actually involved too. In 2018, I threw my own convention called Another Freakin' Con, and it was located in Queens, New York. And we put on a live chicken fight on stage, and my stupid ass didn't have knee pads either, so my knees were purple for 2 weeks after that.
Yeah, now that I was carrying cookies up to the stage after Peter had gotten into a little fight, and the chicken came and flipped the cookies right out of my plate, and I just got the tray and I beat the crap out of him. It was great.
She did, and it was a lot of. We had a lot of fun with that. We choreographed the whole thing. My buddy CJ, who was a professional wrestler, was the chicken for that fight. I put him through a garbage can and a table. We had a lightsaber fight with Jedi and Sith in the background and the lights, and we had a lot of fun putting on that production, and it was a dream come true because my buddy CJ and I had talked years and years about doing a wrestling match together, and that was the closest we got to really making that a reality. And who knows? Maybe in the future we'll have another official chicken fight.
Maybe at the Drunken Clam.
Yeah, let's go down to the clam. I have to put like a patch.
Thank you for your question. Thank you for the support.
Hello.
Hi. What's your name?
My name is Anna.
Hi, Anna.
Okay, so I have a question for both of you. So I know that you guys have been cosplaying for a while, and then to be honest, I have bad social anxiety. Okay. Do you guys ever get any like hateful comments about like, oh, they grow up, you can't go, or you can't be in this, like, and what are your thoughts on that, and what are your thoughts to people, or like advice to people that say like, hey,
All right, so I've been canceled a lot. And my advice to people to deal with trolls, block and delete, because it's your forum, it's your platform. You have control over what goes on there, and if they're here to talk crap about you, they don't need your content. And more often than not, most haters are just fans that are too afraid to be their authentic selves, and they're just taking it out on you who's actually putting themselves out there. So my advice is just block and delete. And what's funny is that when I do that, they'll even try to find me again. I'm like, I thought you said I sucked. I thought you said what? I ain't your Lois, bye. And they go and look for you anyways. So save your own peace. You don't need to have a bunch of followers if you know that you're doing it for yourself. And don't give them a voice. Don't give them your energy. Because in our world, I'll see 15 comments of I love you, you're great. I blow right past them. You suck. Hey, well, you suck, your mother. You know what I mean? Like, no. Block, delete, move on.
And I honestly, with entertainment, if you're not getting haters, then you haven't really made it yet. You know, if you put yourself out there, there's going to be people that are going to try to dull your shine because they can't shine themselves. And it's a projection of their own insecurities on you, and you got to take it not personally.
But never give up. If you have a dream, if you have something you want to do it. You know what I mean? Like, I have like very few rules. Don't fuck pets, don't fuck the kids, don't fuck the planet, don't fuck up someone else's experience, do you? Okay?
Very simple. And it's like Tom Antonovi said, you fall down 7 times, you get up 8. And it's important to keep that in mind because sometimes it can weigh you down. And it's like she said, you can receive all the positive accolades in the world, and then you get that one shitty comment, and that's the one that you're reacting to. And you have to think about that too. It's like you gotta think about where you're putting your energy.
Yeah, because hurt people. And if you think about that they're trying to hurt you, be like, who hurt you? And then move on. But hurt people just want other people to feel pain too, and that's where it needs to stop. For me personally.
It honestly comes from a place of wanting to be seen. And because they can't express themselves in the way that they want to or can. And just if you're a content creator or anything that you do in life, stick with it. If it makes you happy and it's your passion, don't let anybody dull your shine.
All right, thank you.
Thank you for the comment. The question. Thank you.